Hello, hello, and welcome to another MCO update on Bitcoin. If you like the content, the daily analysis, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also leave a thumbs up. Yeah, we are here on the daily chart. I mean, tomorrow, Fed Watch, not Fed Watch, Fed interest rate decision. But the Fed Watch tool is telling us what the most probable outcome is, and it's pointing clearly towards a 25 basis point reduction. I was asked earlier today by some of you guys about I was asked on Discord about Trump's request for 100 basis point decrease tomorrow. Yeah. Um yeah, I think it's just not gonna happen, right? I mean, I know you guys have been discussing that on Discord, but yeah, apparently Trump wants Powell to push for a 100 basis point rate cut. I think that's just, I don't know how much of that is made up, because I haven't really seen a clear post or something from Trump. There are other posts that are kind of being sent around on X, and they kind of don't clearly point towards that. I mean, bear in mind, we are going to see most likely three reductions this year. So there is the possibility for at least 75, but probably 100 basis points. Yeah, if we get 25 and 150, that's it. But that we get 100 basis points tomorrow is an extreme rumor. Some of it made up, probably, if not all of it, on X. And so, yeah. But if you look at the actual data, friends, for example, the FedWatch tool, the market is only pricing in a 25 basis point cut, not 100. So, I mean, these kinds of rumors can generate a lot of noise on social media, but I don't think anybody takes it seriously, at least not here. You don't see it in the FedWatch tool, which is normally quite accurate, okay? So if this shows 25, it's likely going to be 25. Now, if probabilities were a little more balanced here, we could say maybe we get 50. I don't think we'll do, right? So if the Fed were to surprise us with anything bigger, I mean, 50 would already be something bigger, right? But 100 would be a real shock event, right? But as of now, the baseline expectation is 25. There's a slim chance of 50. I don't think we'll get an increase, and I don't think we'll stay where we are. So 25 basis points seems baked in. That's going to happen tomorrow, and expect some volatility tomorrow. It's going to be in 1 day and 8 hours. So you can follow that here live on the FedWatch tool. So just want to talk about that because some of our members have discussed this on Discord, I saw earlier today. So just want to give you my opinion because you asked for it. But again, some of that is rumor, right? Just rumors. So yeah, here on the, it's interesting, we're currently in resistance on both time frames that we're covering here. We're in the resistance area on the daily chart. You see that? It's between $115,425 and $120,400. And from here we could get a C wave down potentially if we start to see breaks of supports on the smaller time frames. But I have seen also some of you guys asked, oh, with Bitcoin's top likely in, how can we see any bullish altcoin scenarios play out? So first of all, we're only in resistance. I haven't said we've topped. Yeah, B waves can even overshoot. And I think it would be wise to leave the market a little bit of room, especially in light of tomorrow's interest rate decision and possible volatility that could be coming up. So we can, of course, go higher even in this B wave, or even in the fifth wave in the white scenario, as discussed over the last few days. The trend is still up. The trend is still up. But we have moved from support into resistance over the last couple of weeks and basically arrived at our target. We could still stretch a little higher, but we're basically in a standard resistance area for a B wave. So we wanted the price to get here. We're now here. So whenever we reach these decision points, these pivots, it can make sense to take a step back and let the market give us clarity. Over the last couple of weeks, I think it was fairly clear that the market wanted to move towards this area every day. I showed you this resistance area every day. I showed you the VRVP indicator showing there is a cluster here, most likely of resistance, and these levels often act as magnets. So if we get, it's quite simple, if we get a 5-wave decline and break of micro support on the smaller time frame, that might signal the start of a C wave down, which could then take us closer to 95K, where we have a lot of support. Again, if we continue to grind higher, it'll probably take us towards 130K, 136, but also probably not in a straight line. It'll likely be, okay, 5 waves up in wave 1, then we'll get a wave 2 pullback, then we'll get a wave 3, 4, 5, and it can grind higher like that, yeah? So these are the 2 likely pathways that I'm looking at here, distilled from, you could say, the infinity of potentials, yeah? Here on the smaller time frame, you see it, we're also in resistance. So we've not moved only into the larger resistance area, also here on the smaller time frame, we moved from support into resistance. So support area remains respected. The move to the upside here, I mean, I shared it late yesterday with you guys. It could be a wave 2 corrective bounce here. It could be a wave 2 corrective bounce, corrective rally. As long as we stay below 116,300, that is likely. We need a break above that pivot at 116,300 to signal that the B wave that we are looking at is extending. I mean, I already prefer that, right? Because we haven't broken any support. We've been in a local uptrend since the 1st of September, and we're grinding higher still. And I'm not convinced that this move down here signals a top. I would need to see a break below 113,490 as a first signal. We're now between support and resistance. As I said, it's a range again, and the market hasn't made a decision yet. And honestly, that is exactly what we observe very frequently towards the end of larger cycles. As we get closer to Bitcoin's cycle top, Bitcoin is increasingly moving in choppy structures. That's what we often see, yeah. But this here is on the smaller time frame, so it's not really relevant. But basically what we need to watch for here is 116,300. That's not only the 78.6 retracement level here, that's also a level here where over the last nearly half a week, the price couldn't get above, right? So we got rejected several times in our target area. So I'll keep you updated about that, but that should give you all the levels to know for today and some clarity about the interest rates. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, yeah, make sure you join us on Discord for further discussions. And also, if interested, follow us on X. The link is in the description. And the comment section here, you can get additional updates. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.